We're carefully watching Washington for the chance the government could shut down before the holidays.
Democrats are locked in a battle with the president over border wall funding. President Trump wants $5 billion to build the wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. With no resolution in sight, he says he will let funding for several government agencies lapse in just over a week. Democrats say they won't budge, knowing a border wall bill will need bipartisan support to get through Congress.
We're not going for the $5 billion for the wall. We simply are not.
This is, I think, money that the American people feel that we should be spending to secure our borders.
This morning, President Trump tweeted, "One way or the other, Mexico is going to pay for the wall." As for that shutdown, government funding is set to expire on December 21st. If it happens, only essential employees will report to work, and their pay will be held until the shutdown is over.
So, what do our local lawmakers in Washington say about the gridlock over the border wall?
10 on your side's Marielena Balouris spoke with Senator Tim Kaine about the potential shutdown. Marielena.
Well, he believes that a shutdown is unnecessary. About 75% of the federal government is funded through September 2019. But if no agreement is reached by December 21st, agencies like the Treasury Department, Department of Homeland Security, and the Justice Department will not have funding. We are days away from a partial government shutdown, and negotiations in D.C. continue. President Donald Trump and congressional Democrats are locked in a dispute over border security.
There's a whole lot of agencies that are affected by a shutdown. President Trump is battling with us about one issue, which is funding for what he wants on the border. We should not shut down ancillary agencies that are unconnected to that, because he's in a I'm going to take my ball and go home mode, especially when there are two bipartisan proposals on the table that would deal with just that issue.
Senator Tim Kaine says there are two bipartisan options on the table. One would invest between $1 billion and $1.6 billion in border security. The other would entail signing a continuing resolution for law enforcement, the National Park Service, things along those lines, while Congress and the president continue to debate over border security funding.
It's completely unnecessary. No president should ever threaten shutdown. This president has threatened it dozens of times. But the most dramatic was 2 days ago when he said he would be proud to shut the government down if he doesn't get $5 billion in border security.
Kaine also spoke about the BOLD Act that stands for Building Our Largest Dementia Infrastructure for Alzheimer's Act. It passed in the Senate and would create a public health infrastructure to combat Alzheimer's.
We need to reorganize sort of our public health structure to deal with the increasing incidence of Alzheimer's and how it's affecting not only those who get the horrible and debilitating disease, but also their caretakers.
Today, Senator Kaine also discussed the farm bill that would increase funding for the Chesapeake Bay cleanup efforts. It would also remove hemp from the federal list of controlled substances that would allow Virginia farmers to grow and sell hemp. In the newsroom, I'm Marielena Balouris, 10 on your side.